Hey there, how's it going? I wanted to go ahead and provide you with a little bit of information and insight into what being a Beachbody coach entails, what it means, what we do, and how we do it. There is a lot of skepticism behind those of us who have the Beachbody title. And I understand it because I felt it. I turned down the Beachbody coaching opportunity, I think, for 4 months because I just thought, no, it's not worth it. Um, I can figure out my own workouts. I'll figure out my own nutrition plan. I don't need Shakeology. And I was just, at the time, I was turned off by the community of it because I didn't feel that that was something that I needed. I thought I could do it on my own. But I gave my coach the opportunity to share with me what a challenge group looks like. She invited me to take a couple days inside her challenge group just so I could see what it was like. And I quickly realized that while I do have the ability to kick my own butt in gear, I don't do it half of the time. So it's really, really nice to have a group of people who are there. It's a team-oriented atmosphere, camaraderie, people supporting you, whether you struggled during the day or whether you reached a non-scale victory or a big goal of yours that you had. There's individuals amongst these groups who are working towards similar goals. And them taking the time to push you is just, it's motivating and it's inspiring, and it creates friendships that I didn't really understand. I now have more friends than I probably ever thought I'd have because of the coaching opportunity and because of becoming a part of the Beachbody community. The support, encouragement, it not only fuels me to want to dig deeper to reach my personal goals, it allows for kind of a fun, competitive type of atmosphere where you're pushing each other and you don't want to let each other down. So if I see that somebody got their workout in and I still haven't got mine in, I'm going to push to make sure that I get it in. If I'm about to fall off track with my meal plan because pizza sounds so good at the time, I'm going to check in and be like, oh my God, stop me from eating pizza. And they're going to provide me with a whole slew of either recognizing what my goals are and calling me out, or giving me ideas of how I can make a healthy pizza or different snack ideas to just curb my hunger at the time. Along with that comes the coaching opportunity. And the coaching opportunity to me was where I was really skeptic, because my thought was, all right, so you're telling me there's people who are making a substantial amount of money each year, really some of them a substantial amount in just a week alone. And you're telling me that this is legal and this is okay and that it's residual and they're able to pay off debt. Like, I kept seeing all these big things when I started to follow some coaches who are now top coaches in the company. And I just thought, this is way too good to be true. Like, I'm in far too much debt to be able to achieve the goals that some of these people are achieving. I'm in a very different place. But I quickly learned that the coaching opportunity is truly the journey that you are going on. I am not a strong faith believer. I'm working on that. That's something that I want to strengthen. But I firmly believe that we all have a journey that is set out for us. And it's just a matter of us looking for the right opportunities that are going to open up the doors to lead us to where it is that we are meant to be and where we want to go. And I am in a position where I scratch pennies together to figure out groceries each month. I struggle financially beyond belief. And I started to follow some of these coaches who I thought, all right, so you're telling me that they paid off debt. Do they have the amount of debt that I'm working on, that I've accumulated? And there's a coach who had over $400,000 worth of debt because when her daughter was born, she had severe medical, life-threatening health issues. And it was ridiculously expensive to make sure that that beautiful little girl was able to power through and fight to be able to be here. And thankfully, she is alive and well, and that was years ago. I forget how old she is now, but that woman is now a coach and has now paid off that debt and then some. She is a 7-figure income earner just because of her Beachbody business. She is a mom. She is an entrepreneur. She is an inspiration to thousands of people, not just people she's helping along their health and fitness goals, but to people who are also aspiring to be successful entrepreneurs. She's teaching them the successful tips to take them there. Why do I share that? Because the idea of this brings so much skepticism. And while I understand it, it just mind boggles me that I even allowed myself to be skeptic about it. Because why do we get pinned down with putting down something so good? We are all looking for something better. We are all looking for this grand door that's going to open and lead us into life that is going to take away our worries and our fears, whether it be that we're in a position where we're working at a job that we hate, or we just don't know what our passion is and what our vision is with our life, or where we're going and how we're going to get out of a rut. This opportunity truly has the power to change your life. I never thought that I'd be sitting here talking to a video camera so that I can share this with you. In college, in high school, when I would get up to share in public speaking classes, when I would get up to share when it was my turn, I would literally be drenched in sweat. You could see it through my shirt. It was disgusting. And I stuttered. I stumbled through my words. I forgot half of what I was saying. I just wasn't comfortable and confident enough to get up and speak to people in front of people. I went to school to be a teacher, to be an educator. When you are a teacher, you are in control of a classroom of crazy kids. You have to control that. If you're afraid to talk to other people, how are you going to control 5-year-olds? Because they're more difficult to control than the 30-year-old that you're talking to. And it's just amazing how you can change. I used to struggle to read a book in front of kids. So not only did I struggle to talk to the people that were in my college course, but I also struggled to sit and read a book because one of my biggest insecurities was my voice. I used to have a really good voice. I had a singing voice. I was in musicals, and then something went wrong and my voice changed, and it's always been an insecurity. I don't like it till this day. It's still a little funny to me, but it's me, and I had to get over that. Now I get to make videos like this to share this opportunity with you. I get to create trainings for my team of coaches, and I'm doing this all the time. I now live hundreds of miles away from my family where they can't do the calling to order the pizza. I have to do it. I have to be able to approach someone and talk to them about their player, my student on the tennis court, and be professional and fun and energetic. I have to be able to exude with confidence so that when I'm speaking to my clientele, whether it be through Beachbody or on the tennis courts, if I'm looking to gain new challengers or new students, the individuals I'm speaking with need to see credibility from me. And if I'm cowering behind something like I used to, it's a bit of a turnoff. Now, I don't mean that to sound in a negative way, because not everyone is going to be comfortable talking out loud in front of thousands of people or hundreds of people or maybe even 10 people. But for me, it's amazed me how my confidence has grown. I have lost weight. I have lost inches. I've gained muscle. I've achieved so much with my health and fitness goals. But I would trade all that in just to be able to keep the confidence, the camaraderie that I have with my team and my fellow coaches that I get to learn from. I would trade it all in for the community aspect, because we are a family. I have a group of sisters that I know I can call any day of the week, any hour of the day, because they are not just there to help me with my business. They're not just there to help me push to reach my business goals. We are friends. We are soul sisters. And I did not realize just how incredible that was going to be. I didn't even know that that was going to be an aspect. And then, as much as all of that is incredible, you get to throw in the opportunity of the income that you can make. That was the first thing that was appealing to me. While I was skeptic of the whole thing, I loved the idea of living a life of freedom and being able to, now that I live hours away from my family, I liked the idea of not having to check in for vacation time to go see my family if something went wrong. 2 years ago, when my mom was sick, my boss at the time was about to tell me I could not leave early on a Friday when my mom was admitted into the hospital. And it was that moment right there and then where I realized I will quit this job. And not that it is that I don't want to teach anymore. I don't want to be ruled by somebody else. I want to be my own boss. I am my own boss, thankfully, now, because if God forbid something ever goes wrong with somebody, I will be in the car driving or flying, one of them, to get to who I need to get to, because nobody's going to hold me back from getting to my family. And that idea of being told, I just don't know if I can let you leave, when my mom was in a very serious condition, that hit home for me. So that, on top of the fact that living with freedom, being able to eventually travel when I want to and do the things that I want to do and not have to scrape pennies and have a residual income that makes me feel comfortable and not worried all the time when I go to swipe the card for groceries, or when I go to pay for dinner out with friends, or whatever it might be. That fear is gut-wrenching. I hate that feeling. I cannot wait for that to go away. And I've already nipped some of that in the butt. I still struggle. I'm still where I'm at a few months ago, only because I do have a lot of debt with medical bills and student loans and keeping little man alive this past summer. But that's life. We all accumulate debt. It's a matter of what steps are you going to take to end that fear. Now, what do we do as coaches? We get to be a part of a gigantic community of challengers, fellow coaches, fellow entrepreneurs, but we are not just Beachbody coaches. Beachbody is the catalyst for what we want to do with our life. Beachbody one day will be how I financially support myself without any fear, and provide myself with freedom to do what I want. But I have a lot of goals that I don't share, only because they're in the forefront of creating them. I am working with associations for what's called adaptive tennis. And I don't want to take too much time of your time with this call or video, but that's getting individuals who have some form of disability, special needs, whether it be mental, physical handicap, and getting them included into tennis. And it's a rather new thing, and I have the opportunity to potentially be on their board and start making a big difference with my background as an educator, as well as having the tennis background. I have those things. I've worked very closely with a lot of kids with some form of special needs, and I'm putting together my own fitness program for kiddos who struggle with walking, core development, balance, which then deters them away from doing certain things because it's a lot more difficult for them. My goal is to help kiddos who are in the classroom situation who struggle with those things. That way we can build them up so that they can learn in the way that is best suited for them. So off of that topic, what do we do as coaches? We set up people for phenomenal success, and that is in all realms. It typically will start with the fitness and health related goal. So it might be related to helping someone lose weight. Not everybody has weight to lose, but they either have weight to lose, or they have, sorry, I had a brain fart there. They either have the weight loss goal or the fitness toning goal, or they want to be able to achieve a certain skill in a sport that they play, so they need to get more in shape. all around, agility, balance, all of that. So it's helping them get set up with a workout program and Shakeology. The trifecta, and why people rave once they get started, why people rave about Beachbody is because of the trifecta. You have your accountability and support group, which is key. I should say, which is key. All three are key. You have your Shakeology and your easy to follow nutrition plan, and then you have the fitness program. All of those together provide optimum results. Everybody's going to have those days when they feel down, they don't want to press play, they'd rather sleep in and hit the snooze button, but because of the support and accountability that they get from the camaraderie of the challenge group, they're going to get up and press play. They still might have the day when they don't, but that's okay. As long as more often than not, they're starting to show themselves that they can power through, they can get it done. Then you have the dense nutrition of Shakeology, and that partnered with the nutrition plan, optimum results. So you're helping people reach those goals. While you're doing that, you're making friendships, relationships, like I've already stated. When you're running these challenge groups, you're running a team. You're providing people with all sorts of motivation and inspiration. You're encouraging them to push through even on those difficult days. You're sharing nutrition tips and giving them value so that they're learning how to continue to lead a healthy lifestyle. What we're doing now is not a fad. You join in one of my challenge groups for the 21-day fix. The challenge group is 30 days long. Just because you participate in the 30 days doesn't mean you're done. It's learning a habit. So it's a lifelong habit that you want to learn to be able to keep on doing it to continue with a healthy lifestyle. Along with that, then you're helping people learn the business. Not everybody has the interest in it, but I'll tell you something, I discuss it with everybody. No matter what their current background is, no matter what their situation is, I'm going to discuss it with them because this opportunity is for everybody. It's for the retired. It's for the college student. It's for the mom. It's for the teacher it's for everybody. Male, female, whoever you are, you've never worked out a day in a life, or you've been an avid athlete your entire life, it does not matter. This opportunity is for you because at the core of this opportunity, you are helping inspire other people. You're using your journey to show them that, you know what, I struggle too. And there's days I don't want to do anything but sit on the couch, eat pizza, and binge watch Netflix. How many of you agree with that? I know if you're watching this, that you've at least binge watch a little bit because we've chatted about it, or I just know what show you like. But it's just sharing your journey. That is the basis of what this opportunity is. You're not trying to sell somebody something. You're not trying to push it down their throat, drink this, eat this, work out, and use these color-coordinated containers. It's teaching them how those things are going to help them live a healthy lifestyle. There is no price on health. Learning the ways to share Shakeology can be daunting at times because $100 for something each month is daunting, regardless of if you are in a secure financial situation or not. It's daunting. It's daunting for me, and I've acknowledged the fact that I have to rub 2 pennies together to be able to get groceries each month, but I make sure that I'm sacrificing going to the movies, going out to dinner, going skating, going bowling, whatever it might be. I sacrifice doing those things now so I can provide my body with the fuel that it needs. And then in the years, months to come, I'll be able to do those things because my business will have become more successful because of the energy and the inspiration that I'm putting out. But even if you don't want to run the business full time, that's okay. This opportunity is here in a few different ways. You can either take advantage of the discount that you can get on Shakeology. Again, the price, it's learning how to share it. I'll go back to, I kind of digressed a little bit there, but I'll go back to the price. And that's an objection. That's a huge objection that I hear a lot of. And again, I acknowledge that it's daunting. But honestly, it could be more. when you take the time to truly research how this is being created, the care and the thought and the process that this is being formulated by with the creator, it is liquid gold. You cannot get anything this incredible from the healthiest cook on the world, and the best cook in the world. It's just amazing. And I don't want to use this time to go into the nitty-gritty of the research behind it all, but that's something that really intrigues me. So I spend a lot of time learning about the ingredients and the formulating process and all of that. But a lot of the skepticism that comes behind Shakeology, when someone says it's too much, it's helping them see the value in it. It might be daunting at first, but when you share the fact that this is what it's capable of doing when you drink it on a regular basis, this has the capability of helping diabetics get off of their medication. This has the opportunity to help someone, I'll use me for an example, start living their life again. I have a chronic neck injury, pain that radiates to the point where I was in tears on an all-day basis. I'm now playing tennis for hours a day. I mean, it's incredible. It's done far more for me because of my lupus reactions. But that's a big one that resonates for me because I'm back to doing something that I love because of Shakeology, because of the ingredients and how they target certain all areas of your body, but specifically inflammation for me. So I'm going on a whole big tangent, but what do we do? Let's kind of get back to that. We help people. That's what we're doing. We're helping people either achieve their health and fitness goals, their financial business goals, or when you take it down to the nitty-gritty, their mentality, their emotional health. It's the whole gamut. You could be in the best shape of your life physically because you have the motivation to keep working out, and you could be financially successful and secure, but you might not be happy. This opportunity is so fulfilling. It's fulfilling in all realms of life because you have the opportunity to make connections with people and inspire other people with your story. This opportunity is about being real and being genuine. It's not about the money. It's not about the numbers. While those are perks and benefits, and yeah, we even get prizes from the CEO for our success, and we get free trips, cruises. I mean, I get to go to Punta Cana in next year for free because of the success that my business has had. Those are all perks. The most incredible benefit is the fact that you get to reach your goals while you're helping others. And while you're helping others, it keeps you more on track with yours because it's that accountability factor. If you are not pushing somebody else, if you are not being pushed by somebody else, then you can give up easier. But when you have someone that you're responsible for in a way, you don't want to let them down. Think of it like in high school or college. It happened more so in college, at least my experience. When you had a study group, you didn't show up to that study group without knowing your stuff. You made sure you read the chapters. But when you had to prepare on your own, you procrastinated and you pushed it off. And you ended up having to stay up till 4 a.m. the morning before the exam for crunch time. But when you have a group, you're prepared. You're on top of things. Same thing with this environment. Same thing with this community. You make sure that you stay on top of it. And if you don't, you have people who are right there with you doing the same things because we are human. So I've talked a whole lot. I think there was some things that I kind of got a little off topic with, but the core of this is I'm sharing this business opportunity with you because it is truly a life-changing opportunity in all realms of your life. It is just incredible. And I cannot say thank you enough to the people who are a member of my team, to the people who I get to learn from, and to the CEO and corporate for just making this opportunity all that it is. And I hope that I have the opportunity to get to know you more so that I can teach you the tips and tools to being successful as an entrepreneur so that you can start living out your life the way that you dream. So I hope we have the opportunity to talk soon. Take care. Bye.